This is a rapid summary of the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. There are 4 main points to this book, which Ferriss organizes under the acronym DEAL. First, definition, redefining success and wealth to escape the traditional rat race. Second, elimination, cutting out the non-essential to free up your time and focus. Third, automation, building systems and delegating tasks to create passive income. And fourth, liberation, achieving the mobility and freedom to live your ideal lifestyle now. Let's start with definition. Ferriss challenges the traditional deferred life plan, working a 9-to-5 job for 40 years to save for a retirement you might be too old or tired to enjoy. Instead, he introduces the concept of the new rich, who value time and mobility over absolute income. The goal isn't to be a millionaire, but to have the lifestyle of a millionaire. This means focusing on relative income, how much you earn per hour, and defining your ideal life through a process called dreamlining, which turns vague desires into concrete, actionable steps with a clear timeline and cost. The second point is elimination. This is about ruthless efficiency. Ferriss champions 2 key principles. First, the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, which states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Your job is to identify those critical few tasks and eliminate or minimize the rest. Second, Parkinson's law, which says that work expands to fill the time allotted for its completion. By setting short, aggressive deadlines, you force yourself to focus only on what's essential. This means abandoning conventional time management in favor of practices like checking email only twice a day and avoiding unproductive meetings. Third, we have automation. Once you've eliminated the unnecessary, you automate what's left. The goal is to create a business, which Ferriss calls a muse, that generates income without your constant involvement. This could be an information product, a niche e-commerce store, or any venture that can be systemized and run by others. A key tool for this is the virtual assistant, or VA. Ferriss advocates for outsourcing everything from business administration and customer service to personal tasks like scheduling appointments, freeing you from the day-to-day grind to focus on high-level strategy or simply enjoy your time. Finally, there is liberation. This is the ultimate goal. With an automated income stream and an efficient workflow, you are no longer tied to a specific location or schedule. Ferriss provides a script for negotiating a remote work arrangement with your current employer as a first step toward this freedom. The ultimate prize, however, is taking mini retirements, extended periods of travel, or deep dives into a passion spread throughout your life instead of being saved for the end. This is about using your newfound freedom to live a richer, more exciting life on your own terms. In summary, the 4-Hour Workweek is not about being lazy. It's a blueprint for designing a life of freedom and fulfillment by being more effective, not just more efficient. It challenges you to stop trading your life for money and start building systems that work for you. A key takeaway is to replace the question, "What do I want?" with "What would excite me?" Excitement is the more practical synonym for happiness, and it is precisely what you should be chasing. For related reading, you might consider: first, The E-Myth Revisited by Michael E. Gerber, for a deeper dive into systemizing a business. Second, Essentialism by Greg McKeown, which expands on the principle of doing less but better. And third, Company of One by Paul Jarvis, on building a successful, purpose-driven business that resists unnecessary growth.